Hi guys. Okay. Basically, I had something major that I actually found recently. I found it before. Was not a kind of thinking I would be seeing it now, but I guess it could be. But it's just mainly it's something that I'm going to pass on to you guys later on. I am not going to show that image just yet, only because of the reason that basically I am going to use that on the article that I'm writing, and the New England Medical Journal actually wants basically that you want something original. So I got to show them some of the stuff I have not shown you yet. Okay, I will show you that later because once the article comes out, that comes out. Okay. Another thing, I've spoken with some other people. I mean, look. I'll be honest with you. I don't care what you eat. I mean, but don't go out of your way to blow your money on food just because it's organic or all that crap. I don't care about that. I eat whatever the hell anybody puts on the plate. And I mean, like I said, the only thing you need to do is just, I mean, if you can't get the drugs, at minimum, you got to do the caprylic acid and undecylenic acid. Those are the two things that basically you must do. Without those, I mean, you're not gonna do too much. Actually, I'm spoken to a veteran who basically I just spoke to him, and he just started on this. I mean, because a lot of the stuff that I have done has been for quite some time that I did this, and basically, and it did take some time. I mean, I'm trying to remember everything regarding to everything that has happened. I mean, I think I have it all documented, and I do have some videos that I never posted that I made. So in those videos, I just basically be able to pick up a lot of that data too. But the one thing is, look, you are going to win this battle. One of the situations I've got is, okay, I'm kind of like Caribbean. I mean, I'm very light Caribbean. In other words, I'm very light, basic. I can tan very quickly and so forth. But what's happening to me over this past summer was I was turning like, very dark. I mean very dark. It was more like black and stuff like that. I mean, not like the tan dark black or whatever. I'm talking about black. And what was going on is people were wondering what the hell's going on with me. Now they're wondering, why am I turning white? And part of the reason that's happening, okay, is because what's going on, the darkness that the fungi was actually causing on my body, and as it keeps shrinking and shrinking, especially since this thing is escaping from my body, it will. This thing has basically made it very, right now, it doesn't affect me like it affected, or like it is affecting you guys a long time ago. It is affecting me like basically all it is just more, it's a nuisance. But my nuisance keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. All these joint pains you get is from the fungi, okay? It is the fungi on your joints. I was having problems because especially when I had surgery and I didn't move for a while, this thing was getting a little control of my body, which basically I could barely move. I'm a righty. I could barely move my right arm. Now, it was very painful. Everything that I did was very painful. But what I found was there were main bodies attached right to the shoulder, right to the arm, and one of the things that's been going on is the thing has fallen apart. As a matter of fact, some of the times you can actually find, if you use the castor oil, okay, rub it on some of your stuff, you will find that the castor oil basically is doing all kinds of, it breaks up a lot of that stuff, but it's still, there's a lot. I mean, just because you get rid of one does not mean that they're all gone. You have to actually, this is a long process, and don't panic. I mean, it is going to work and it is going to happen. You just got to be patient, and that's all I can tell you. I mean, because in regards, when I write this article, I'm about halfway through it now. I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible. Like I told you, this is not my cup of tea. But I am going to write it, and I might even write a whole book in regards to this thing, because let me tell you, once I'm done with this, I've got one more thing up my sleeve. I'm not supposed to be a scientist, but you know what? I'm becoming a scientist only because of the reason that I can't believe these people are not, these so-called doctors and scientists are basically so brain dead. This is going to end. As a matter of fact, I'm actually shocked. I just got I've gotten a couple of calls from Pfizer, and also an email from Pfizer. And I'm kind of wondering what the hell's going on there, but this is going to be interesting. Anyway, look, guys, the veteran that I talked to you about, I mean, the guy just started on this, and he can't believe how well this thing's working. You have to actually, you have to do some of the stuff. You have to do the baking soda bath. You have to do the, you must take the caprylic acid and undecylenic acid. You must. And the thing is, start out slow, work your way up to whatever you want. I mean, I normally take, well, I haven't been taking them for a while once I got the VFen. The reason is because I'm trying to see how well it's working, but it's working out well. I mean, if I were you, or if anyone else, I mean, basically, I'm doing it this way only because I'm just trying to, how do I put it, take the full effect on what's going on. But if I were you and other people, I would take the undecylenic acid and the caprylic acid at the same time, because you'll find that it's going to be basically, I mean, it's better to kill as many as possible, as quickly as possible. It's better. I mean, I didn't get the VFen until after I was at a total different stage. And this is the thing. I mean, you got to realize, this thing is going to fight back. It's a fight of life and death between you and it. And that's basically why you want to, basically, you know, do this. I mean, you want to get going and get this thing done right. All right? So, here's someone calling. I mean, I guess this is one of the people from somewhere in the States, because I do return some calls. I mean, I just do it at my time when I call people, and you know, because hey, look, I feel for you. I mean, I felt for that person, and basically, I mean, many people that I have to become somewhat of a person trying to keep them from basically so they can get their life back in order and so forth, and I'm happy that actually it has helped a lot of people. But it's not what I'm doing here. It's just I don't mind sharing, and hopefully, you know, they get along to the next step and so forth. And but it is a slow process, okay? And I will, like I said, it will happen. You will be all set, and as things go on, you will be able to, you know, you see the difference every day. And the castor oil is one thing you want to rub, but also you can take the castor oil internally from, they have pills. You won't taste it, you won't do nothing, okay? But the two that you must take is the undecylenic acid, and you get that from Swanson Vitamins. They're the ones that make it, the only ones that make it, and caprylic acid. You got those two, and you're golden. And then, I mean, like I said, start out slow with the dosage, and basically then work your way up from there. Because, you know, this stuff is alive, okay? And you are going to win this battle. You just got to be patient. You are going to win the battle. Don't quit. Don't let anybody basically tell you. I mean, I for the first time, just for the sake of curiosity, I listened to some of these videos. And some people were trying to push this Borrelia crap. I seen the Borrelia. I saw it, but I wasn't looking for that. I had gotten some of that bacteria on some, But that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for the source, and the bacteria was not the source. It is this fungi is the source, and that's basically it. I mean, and like I said, we're going to win this battle, guys. And once I get that article out, I think you're going to find that all hell's going to come down on me, or it's either in two ways. It's either going to be good for me in regards to where I'm finally getting this out in the light, or it's going to be bad where they're going to try to basically destroy everything about me. But it ain't going to, I don't care. It's just, that's the only good thing is I don't give a damn. I got families and friends and everybody else. This infestation is at 100%. Just because they look good does not mean nothing. All that means is they're at a certain stage. Everybody is infected and everybody is a host. Okay? I'm actually getting involved on something that I found something about people with Alzheimer's. And in regards to it, I am going to do that too. But I'm going to take care of this one first. Once I get out, I am going to basically get into this Alzheimer's stuff because I got a funny feeling that I also found that. And if, and all I'm going to do is, is I will go after that too. Because, I mean, these people don't think. Apparently, all they look at the books, they don't think. They don't use their brains. They got to use their brains. If they don't use their brains, they're done. That's the kind of person, I am. Look, the thing that's going on with me is basically I'm shedding like you won't believe. The guy, the veterans that I talked to, basically, who, the guy is a pretty good guy. I mean, I spoke with him, and he's taking it pretty well because apparently, well, I'm not going to get too further into it. I don't want him to, and but the thing is he's taking it pretty, and not only that, he's very happy right now. Now that he's actually, because he's also fighting for his family too, because nobody believes him on anything, but they've got it. And he sees they got it, and they don't, but no one believes it. This is crazy. Have we become that stupid that basically we can be brainwashed that easily about anything? That basically, you have to have a degree. I'm sorry. There was a guy in the 1890s, who his daughter or kid, his kid got bitten by a rabid animal, and he found a cure for rabies. And they tried to put him in jail because he's not a doctor. I'm saying, are you kidding me? See, this is the problem. And that's in the 1890s. I mean, that's a long time ago. I don't know what it is, 91, 92, 93, whatever year it was. It doesn't matter. It's just they mainly try to put him in jail, but he saved his kid. And not only that, that's the cure that they used after that. And they try to put him in jail. This is nuts. We can't have this, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'll post this up. Some of the other videos have, and I put it in I'll write it on the content, the detail, basically the stuff you need and so forth, and the stuff you can do for yourself. And we'll go from there, okay? And if the doctors are nice enough to give you the, either Befend or even Cresemba, but like I said, the Cresemba, I had a problem, which basically what happened was I started sneezing like crazy because when the fungi was moving up my through my nasal area, basically the Cresemba itself was making me sneeze like crazy, and it has nothing to do with that. It's just mainly that I think it was still somewhat powder, and it kind of bothers you. Or it could have been basically like I've had one time where I actually had a huge ball of that, like hairy, whatever you want to call it, that basically came out of it was coming out of the sinus. It's a ball like this, maybe not that kind, but it doesn't matter. It was just a ball of junk, okay? But like I tell you, when we get done with this, everybody's gonna be happy. Everybody's gonna have to be dealt with, because this is. You are a host, and every person is a host, and every person is spreading this thing around. And the concern I have, I'm not worried just about the people. I'm worried about the animals and the insects. And the insects even more, because the insects are the one that do the pollination, and that's dangerous. And if we lose that, I mean, my God, what the hell? So we better, I mean, so these guys are going to wake up. I don't have time. I mean, it's like, what was it, a story that I heard where all of a sudden the bees are disappearing and basically they don't, and they can't find them. And well, but that's because they what do you why do you think? Of course, I mean, that's the only idea I could think of, because this thing it's just like almost some insects that I've actually have some images somewhere in here that basically of an insect is transparent because it's being alive. And since they're so small, they can be eaten very quickly. Okay, so guys, you are going to be fine. Just start doing that until the doctors get it and their act together. They basically, just start taking the caprylic acid and the undecylenic acid. I also gave the guy, I'm going to write that in. Monolaurin is another one that you may want to take. And monolaurin comes from lauric acid. And lauric acid, basically what it does, some of the lauric acid turns to monolaurin. So it's not worth taking lauric acid, because in regards to it, I mean, lauric acid comes in milk. It comes in, it's even in the coconut. But why take something that most of it is going to throw away? Why don't you just take monolaurin? That's the one that you want anyway. That's the one, because that's what lauric acid does. It turns from lauric acid to monolaurin, and monolaurin is the one that basically you want. That will be in the detail. I know my pronunciation of some of these things may not be perfect, but this is not my job. This is not supposed to be my job. But I am what you call a troubleshooter, and no way in hell. Because even when I see my doctor and they try to prescribe, I need to know what the hell they're prescribing to me before I even take it. Because in regards to it, I just need to know. I need to know the results, what it does and what it is and so forth before I take anything. And that's because I need to know. And, because why am I taking something like for instance, one of the things they try to do to us is just shove some hallucination crap. And that's beautiful. I mean, it doesn't matter for me. I haven't seen a doctor for this for, since 2014? June. And even then, basically, I actually got them to prescribe me a fungi thing once. And then they took it away from me because I upped the dosage, because in regards to it, the one that I was getting was not even enough. It was nothing. It was weak. It is basically not meant to do whatever. All right. Anyway, so like I said, check out the website. We'll go from there. Thank you. Bye.